What's up, guys? My webcam is not working at the moment, so I'm just gonna talk like this. This is good too. This is pretty cool. There we go. I'll break down the Cowboys Lions game because that wasn't such a great game. Uh, okay. Offensive line. First of all, Tyler Guyton, he was out. He is our left tackle. They moved Tyler Smith to left tackle and TJ Bass. They moved him to left guard. You can see kind of the layout of what our offensive line was looking like before the game. Like last week, Tyler Guyton replacing Tyron Smith at left tackle. Tyler Smith at left guard. Cooper Beebe replacing Tyler Biotish at center. And then Zach Martin, that old stalwart at right guard, and Terrence Steele at right tackle. We trust them, and Dak trusts them. He doesn't know about these other guys on the left side, but the right side, he trusts the right side. Now it was left tackle Tyler Smith, new position. Left guard TJ Bass, and everyone else was the same. So basically, that wasn't a very good game. Obviously, that was a train wreck. It was a travesty of a game, and I've seen this before. When the offensive line gets hurt, Dak struggles, and that happened in the Cardinals game last year. I noted that, and I noted when Brock Hoffman and Tyler Bass had to come in for relief. And I think it was for Zach Martin and Tyler Biotis, but it might have been Aaron Smith too. But he struggled. Two linemen went out, and I was like, oh boy, this might not be a good game. And I was right. I was right last year. And when I heard that Tyler Guyton was active but not playing, that was rough. That was bad. So my instincts was to say that Brock Hoffman and Tyler Bass were both just terrible. Apparently, it's Tyler Bass. They had a lot of hope coming into the offseason. He was looking to be a starter, but when they got Tyler Guyton, that was a first round pick. He knew like, oh, I might not start because they also got Cooper Beebe. The assumption was for the draft, I'm competing with Brock Hoffman to be the center because he was the backup center, and now maybe I can be the backup center or guard or whatever, uh, or lineman, not the center. Like I could just be the left tackle or something. But no, he's a backup. Cooper Beebe's the center. Tyler Smith is there. I'm glad we did. We have been drafting O line. That's really good. But apparently, Tyler Guyton has not been doing as well as I thought. For 2 games, I noticed like, oh, penalties. That's kind of weird. He had a couple penalties, and then you look it up. Tyler Guyton has actually allowed 4 sacks, the second most. Hey, what's up, man? Adams to the Jets and Amari Cooper to the Bills. Yeah, I saw that there was a reaction from Tom Grossi, Amari Cooper to the Bills. Let me just drop the link for his whole YouTube channel. I mean, he does funny reaction videos. Let's see if Devonte Adams helps out because um the thing for the game, here it is. They were literally saying like if the Jets lose, they have a 13% chance of winning the AFC East, which it doesn't matter. They can still go to the playoffs, but yeah, people were like thinking Devontae Adams would go to the Jets. I can't believe that they actually did it. I should have just gone live talking about all of that, but I'm late talking about the Cowboys massacre against the Lions, so I can talk about whatever. It doesn't matter. Devontae Adams, gosh. They will make the Jets better, but they just started getting Garrett Wilson more touchdowns, reps, whatever. Oh, it'll help. You know, that's another little hail mary. Aaron Rodgers threw a hail mary, so now the Jets are throwing a hail mary. They're throwing 2 hail marys. We're gonna fire Robert Saleh because he's the problem. We're gonna bring in Devontae Adams because he's a solution. They eliminated a problem. Now they're bringing in a solution. Who knows if the DC, the interim head coach now is a solution, but Devontae Adams is definitely a quote unquote solution. So, well, we'll see. Yeah, I mean that was the only piece, right, to turn it around. That's what Tom Brady did. I'm bringing Gronk. I'm bringing Antonio Brown, which worked for one season, and then after that he kind of went off like 1.5 seasons or whatever. So do the Tom Brady thing, do the Peyton Manning thing. He wants to do the Peyton Manning thing and retire after a Super Bowl victory. He's like he's not gonna play if he gets the Super Bowl. Absolutely not. Tom Brady did. He thought he could get two. He went to the championship game. Then he did a third year. Oh man, the guy just didn't know when to quit. He didn't know when to quit. He wanted that eighth ring. Does he have seven? Yeah, he has seven rings. He wanted that eighth ring. Gosh, so greedy. But Peyton Manning was like, "I'm good with two. I know my limits." And then Aaron Rodgers is like, "I'm good with two. Also, I'm good with two. Just give me two rings and I'll be fine. Two different franchises, whatever. I'll do the Peyton Manning thing." Devontae Adams should make the team better. And Amari Cooper. Well, the Bills don't really need Amari Cooper. That's interesting. What they trade for? What did they trade for? They don't need Amari Cooper. Josh Allen. If they're blaming like Josh Allen's, quote unquote struggles for 2 games on not having Amari Cooper, that's kind of weird because he's throwing it to everybody. John Coleman's great. Everybody's like doing well. He's still elite. Like, but I don't know. The Bills just wanna stack up and say, hey, we are the legit contenders. Like I was thinking 2 weeks ago, like everyone was thinking the first 3 weeks, to take on the Chiefs. So I guess that's what they're gonna do. They're flexing some muscles. The Jets are flexing some muscles too. So let's see. AFC is gonna be good. AFC is gonna be good. A third, either sixth or seventh, a third round pick for Mark Cooper, huh? I guess is good. Mark Cooper was a first round draft pick, and he's good. He's good with the Cowboys. We traded him for a fifth because we're dumb, and then he went to the Browns. The Browns traded him. The Browns need a bench Deshaun Watson, man. Like if they're trading away players right now, man, their offense is gonna get worse. The first game that Deshaun Watson throws 3 interceptions. Um, Bench him, just bench him. Kevin Stefanski, two-time coach of the year. He's the only one who can do it. He's the only one who has the clout. No one else, the first-time head coach, they'll be fired. But yeah, just do it. James Winston's fine. He's a little turnover machine, but he'll be serviceable as a backup. It'll be even worse if the Browns were trailing a game. After all this, too, after trading Mark Cooper, if the Browns were trailing in a game, 28-0, say halftime happens, Deshaun Watson throws his third pick in the third quarter, and then they bench him for James Winston, and James Winston comes back to win the game. Deshaun Watson's retiring after that. Man, that would be crazy. But oh yeah, as I was saying, the Cowboys without Micah Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence, Eric Kendricks, who we got for Mike Zimmer because he played for the Vikings. He was our middle linebacker. He's a captain. He has a little dot on his helmet, so he calls the plays. We didn't have him. First game we didn't have him. But he balled out the first game. He had like 2 sacks the first game. Our first game was against the Browns. He had 2 sacks and then nothing after that. But sack wise, he's a good tackler. But we didn't have Kalen Carson. Apparently, our offensive line allowed 4 sacks. So it's like if people thought not Tyler, TJ Bass would be okay. Like this was not good. Aiden Hutchinson before he went down, as he went down, unfortunately, with that injury, he had a sack. McNeil had 2 sacks. Noweski had a sack. Oh, that's terrible. Herbie Joseph had an interception, and Brian Branch had 2 interceptions. Unfortunately, this was a game. I have some notes for the stats, but this was a game where the Lions were completely healthy. When I Googled injury report for Cowboys Lions, they said, oh, the Lions were great. The Lions were the healthiest team, the healthiest they've ever been. And even Kirby Joseph, who got that freaking interception, he's even back and he's doing well. And that's just great. That's just great. And now here we are with our defense. You think we give up a lot of points, but we wouldn't like suffer on offense so much. Like if our defense is out, which our best defensive players are out, then let it be a shootout. Our defense is suffering. Okay, then our offense would make up for it. We still have CeeDee Lamb. He had 89 yards. Like what's going on here? But yeah, just the rest of my notes. The game itself was a travesty. It was a massacre. It was horrible. Jared Goff, 18 out of 25 for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's great. And then Hooker even got 19 yards. So great to see that their rookies, their backups can get some playing time. Because we just, Cooper Rush went in there in like the fourth quarter. It was over. Mm. Dave Montgomery, who's on my fantasy team, great. Got 8 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not great. Jameer Gibbs got 63 yards. I mean, I have the stats right here in another window too. I could check it out. But receiving, Jameson Williams, 76 yards, a touchdown. Khalif Raymond, who apparently they don't use too often, at 73 yards. Sam Laporta, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown. Let me just Google Khalif Raymond because I think it was a big deal that he got so many catches. He got 4 for 73. What was that? His like best game with the Lions? Um, yeah, it was his best game this year. It was his best game. Oh, so glad we could do that for you, Khalif Raymond. So glad. Oh, you've been on several teams, different stints with several teams. So it's 20. Okay. It was with Detroit. So he has 73 yards. He has like a fifth of the yards he got last year. All right. So, well, that's good. That's great for him. That's great for him. Sorry, I'm so bubbly. I'm on my laptop. With a table that's also wobbly. Sorry. Max, 17 out of 33. What is 17 out of 33? Let's just compare the two. 17 out of 33. That is 52%. Let's be generous. What is 18 out of 25? 72%. That's the difference. Jack threw 178 yards and 2 interceptions. Cooper Rush came in, 8 out of 11, 46 yards, 1 interception. He was like, Jack, I got you, bro. He threw a pick. He's like, we can be pick buddies. I don't know what he was thinking. Let's not make Jack feel so bad. I'll throw a pick too. Jack, bro, I know. I got a pick also. Freaking, who got the picks? Oh, that was the sacks. The interceptions, yeah, Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph. I knew Brian Branch was good. I wish we had a player like Brian Branch, which we kind of, man, with Trevon Diggs, sometimes like he just can't tackle. He's allowing all these damn. And other times he's like, I'm gonna get all the picks. I'm gonna hoard all these picks. So it can be a hit or miss. But damn, wish we had Brian Branch. Of course, Jerron Bland, who got that, pick six record. Last year he's out. Oh, best case scenario, he's back next week. Tyler Guyton's fine, but as I read, Tyler Guyton's not the best, guys. Tyler Guyton allowed 4 sacks, second most in the NFL, 8 penalties, second most in the NFL, and 51st in pass blocking efficiency. At Oklahoma, he moved from right tackle to left tackle. Primarily played left tackle, but now he's on. Well, he moved. He's primarily on right tackle in college. He moved from left to right. Now he's moving from right to left in the NFL. So I guess he has to adjust. I don't know. At Oklahoma, he played. Oh, right tackle. And Junior Hughes moved from left tackle. Gosh, right tackle. No, left tackle to right tackle. So he had to transition from right to left in the pros. Ah, you know what? I should do a video on that because I have all these marshmallows that I created with the little pretzels on this thing, and I did all the things. You know, this is the left guard. This is the left guard, and I did a video. I should do another video with them. Oh yeah. What's this one? This is the weak linebacker. I need to uh, get back in there. Get back in there. I don't think these 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 marshmallows are good anymore. Oh. Haha, no, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just did it for a video and I kept them up here. I think I might do them for another video. What was I saying? How bad the Cowboys were? Yeah, Jack, 17 out of 33. Super Rush, 8 out of 11. Who cares? It was garbage time. That's the definition. Rico Dowdle had 25 yards. So we're back to this again. We're back to this. I'm not putting him on fantasy team again. If we can't block, if we can't trust one lineman to be out, and Dak has a bad game, we have no rushing attack at all. Like then screw that. Screw that. I'm not putting Rico Dowdle on my fantasy team anymore. He had 69 yards last time. That was great, but that was a one-off because he was averaging, you know, averaging in the 30s. Not anything big. Yeah. 25 yards. God, can we have a running back? Can we just trade for Derrick Henry? Why didn't we get Kareem Hunt? Why did we literally we did not get Kareem Hunt? I don't freaking know because now he's tearing it up with the Chiefs and whatever. After Isaiah Pacheco went down. CeeDee Lamb, 89 yards. Jalen Tolbert balled out for us with 43. But Dowdle even got 30 yards. Catching, and that's catching. And what did Turpin get? I know Turpin did pretty okay. He did 4 for 24 yards. Jalen Brooks even caught one for 15 yards. Was that from Cooper Rush? I don't think so. Ryan Flournoy caught his first pass for 12 yards, and Jake Ferguson 3 for 11. Jake Ferguson, we need you to be the second or third receiver. Like in terms of numbers, we need it to be CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and Jalen Tolbert, because Jalen Tolbert's our wide receiver too now. You know, Brandon Cooks, Brandon who? He's on IR. He wasn't doing very much. I don't know. We could trade Brandon Cooks for someone. I don't know if anyone would take him though. Our defense did get some sacks. KJ Henry had a sack. We got him from the Cincinnati practice squad. He replaced Micah Parsons. So, we replaced Micah Parsons, an all pro defensive end with KJ Henry. A guy we had to elevate from someone else's practice squad. So he's not used to it, different team, all this stuff. So he comes in. Oh, we still have Zeke and Dalvin Cook. See, that was the thing. That was the thing. And I predicted and it didn't come true. If we lost that game, I think it was against the Steelers. If we lost the Steelers game, then we would put in Dalvin Cook. If we didn't have a rushing game, we would put in Dalvin Cook and just replace someone. Um, and the next week was we won, so we didn't. Dalvin Cook apparently had some practice reps. He had some reps in practice. That's great. Who cares? Like put him on the field. Zeke is obviously he's the RB2 right now. He's not even getting as many rushing yards. It should be Zeke, then Rico Dowdle, then Deuce Vaughn. It's not even. I mean, what were the numbers? I hesitate to even bring them up because rushing has been such a weird stat. Because Kavante Turpin rushed for 6 yards. CD Lamb rushed for 2 yards. Oh, Cooper Rush rushed once. Oh, good for him. Dak rushed once for 1 yard. But oh god, we didn't even put Juice Vaughn out there when Cooper Rush was out there. Rico Dowdle, 25 yards, 5 rushes, average 5. Zeke got 8 carries, 8 touches for 17 yards, 2.1 average. That's terrible. What do we put him on? Do we put him on just like third down, like 3rd and 1? Because if we do that, then that would be I would understand that a little bit more. But damn, man, like this just sucks. This average sucks. Everything sucks. So take if they really don't want to take Zeke out, even though they should take Zeke out and replace him with Dalvin Cook, then just take Rico Dowdle out and replace him with Dalvin Cook and see what happens. But that's not really fair to Dalvin. That's not really fair to Rico Dowdle, who had the 69 yards last week. Damn, I don't know. To continue on defense, Damone Clark and Donovan Wilson and Chauncey Golston combined for 2 sacks. A couple of them had point five. You know, they helped out. I mean, that's great. Or that's great. You know, those are players you don't really hear from too much, but you know, when they say sack, you're like, oh, thank God, someone's helping out the team. So let's see, who was that? I'll just check it out. Damone Clark had half a sack, so I think Damone Clark and Chauncey Golston had that sack. Yep, and then Donovan Wilson had a legit sack. I guess legit. He had one. Oh yeah, KJ Henry had that one too. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So we had 3 sacks. They had four. I mean, it's not great though. It's just not great. I don't know how to solve this problem. Hoping some players come back from injury. I don't know how to solve this. Well, what's our next game? 49ers? We have a bye week. We have a bye week. But our next game, oh, I don't even, I can just do this. Our next game, stop it. Stop it. I don't want to hear about this game. I don't want to hear about this game. Stop it. Cowboys schedule. Damn it, it is 49ers. It's 49ers, October 27th. Sunday night. That's great. 7:20 p.m. Then the damn Falcons. Peter, that's your team. The noon game on November 3rd. And then it's Eagles, which is gonna be tough, and Texans, which is gonna be tough, and Commanders, which is gonna be a shit show, and then the Giants, who won't be as tough. Hopefully. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tough games. Gosh, what is our ratio? What is our record gonna look like? We're 3-3, 3-4, 3-5, 3-4 and 5, 4-6, 4-7, 5-7. I don't know, guys. I don't know who we can beat. Can we beat the Eagles? Maybe. Can we beat the 49ers? I don't know. Can we beat the Falcons? Falcons are looking good. Can we beat the Commanders? They're beating the shit out of everybody. So I don't know. And the Giants might have some confidence with that new receiver, Malik Neighbors, balling out, which he is. Oh, we make fun of the Giants. We make fun of Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, but hey, at the end of the day, he got first round receiver because they were so very bad. They were rewarded with a great receiver. So our schedule does not look favorable, ladies and gentlemen. And after that, we take on the Bengals. God dang it. They're going to want to win the second half of their season because they already lost like 3 games. We play the Panthers. That's a win. Bucks are going to be tough because they're a playoff team. Play the Eagles again, then end with the Washington. January 5th. This is going to be pretty bad. This is going to be pretty crazy. Go 0-5. I hope not. I hope not. But it's going to be pretty rough. You're just hoping that the Falcons beat us. Dang it, which they could. But we're just gonna have to hope some people come back from injury and that we can have a much better game. But yeah, I just wanted to go live and talk about this Cowboys game, and you know I have took some notes. This was our offensive line before. Here's our offensive line. So hopefully we'll go back to this, and Tyler Guyton will be on our offensive line again. And yeah. but I know every time we lose an offensive lineman or somebody, we freak out. Dak freaks out. And I remember that game very vividly last year, Cardinals versus Cowboys. Josh Jobs came in, balls out, and wins the game. We're like, well, what's happening? What's going on here? Who's this kid? Who's this guy? So very frustrating, and I don't know what to think. We got a lot of people that need to come back from injury quick, and I hope they do. But gosh, till then, I will say thank you so much for coming on live for me, Peter. Uh, uh, Not congrats, but good luck. Good luck to your Falcons in a couple weeks. And of course, this next game, but I'll be rooting for my Cowboys. I still believe we can do it, but it's gonna be rough. The playoffs are now in it's in jeopardy now if we can even get to the playoffs because Commanders are gonna be tougher. And that was my big thing. Oh, the Commanders are gonna be tough. Well, that's two more games. And what are we going to do with the Eagles? Split with them like we always do? And what if the Giants catch up? Those were automatic wins. Splitting with the Eagles, beating the Giants and the Commanders. Those were automatic wins last year. So if we don't have those, and there aren't as many bad teams to beat up, quote unquote, because we're so good at beating up on the bad teams, then shoot, I don't know what we're going to do. Someone's getting fired though after this season. I tell you. But guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. I'll fix my webcam, but actually this doesn't look too bad because this is just my banner and just my hat, my my medal which I made for an episode of the Debo Sports Show talking about the Olympics. My football, my, yeah, my flags, just my banners. I should put something else up here though. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. Of course, go Cowboys.